Yes, my people, them. Wagwan. Shout out all the community, shout out all the delegates, shout out all the records delegates, shout out all the UV community, shout out everyone's community. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of the Flexing KG show.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Sorry, the news has been destroying me today.
There's a lot of news been newsing today, man.
It's been pissing me off. There's one news that pissed me off today.
Because Anthony doesn't want to go anyway. He said no.
Oh no, not that one.
You know, the Kobbie Mainoo one. It's not real, man.
Kobbie Mainoo rumor. I just didn't like it. I didn't even like it. I didn't even like the rumor. The rumor stunk. Yeah, it was such a stupid rumor, dog. It just pissed me off. But then after I started doing the I started getting back in time, yeah. And I remember that show that we did. I remember that show. It's before the Liverpool game, and then Ornstein Bomber. When it said, listen,
Ornstein Bomber
when he said, listen, we Man United, everyone's available. Anyone could be sold. Yeah, I didn't like that. So then, I was just thinking, then Laurie Whitwell was with our boys from the paddock saying they can't, they better not. But you know, them ones where it's either really intelligent. We are live. It's either really intelligent.
We are live, but you're stuck. You're stuck.
What?
I don't know if you've seen yourself.
Not
wired, mate.
You
got 5 minutes, mate. You got 5 seconds, mate.
No, let me close OBS. I bet you that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's that thing you said. Yep, it's that thing you said.
Yeah.
Force KG. Force quit, mate. Got 5 seconds, mate.
There you go. OBS is a bitch.
Wait, so why does yours? You need to go down a few things then.
Because I got the latest OBS. I need to get the old OBS.
Yeah, just a couple point. You know the
my
point.
Computer updates it by itself.
No, turn that off. No. Flexnology, even I know that. Don't blame OBS.
Don't blame OBS. And you know, so funny, Owen tells me not to. Not to. It says shut update. And it's like,
it's only a light 2 down though. It's not like the
immediate updates. Yeah.
You can't really do it. Not like me, because obviously on the M4 Fizzy, I could just open OBS and do the virtual cam if you want me to, but I
got OBS on virtual cam. That's what I have.
Do it then.
Do it right now.
Yeah, but it's freezing.
Wait, but you don't want me to do that.
No, I don't. No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm gaslighting you.
Oh, blame. No, but let's go back to this Kobbie thing. Really intelligent from the agent. Because guess what? While there's a stalemate in agreeing contract and getting your client paid, you need to make sure upset Man United fans. Just say, because Sergio's been moving mad. This is the perfect time to be like Chelsea. He has no intention to go to Chelsea, but then it's a clever thing to do in a stalemate. So, well done, Team Kobbie.
Yeah, I look. He's got a comfortable 2 years left on a contract with the option for another. Like it's just so not a thing. Like I was surprised. Like shout out Chris Wheeler. I know Chris Wheeler. We see him all the time. Like
man, good guy.
I was just like, oh, Chris, why are you writing this? Like I don't know what's
tweet, man.
Huh?
Chris just wanted to tweet, man.
Bro, it's not even just tweeting. He wrote the piece, bro. It's a piece. It's a proper thing. It's not just like a light.
I didn't even see.
No, bro. If you go on your thing, yeah, go Chris Wheeler. Yeah, it's his piece from the actual thing. And it's article exclusive, bro. It's not no little. It's exclusive. Chelsea leading the race for Kobbie Mainoo if he leaves Man United. But Chris,
my God! I thought he was just doing a light. You know what my man did, the Henry Winter, when he said, "Yep, spoke to Rashford this morning." I spoke to Rashford. It was a tweet. Henry Winter just done a tweet, bro, and kept it moving.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that, bro. Chelsea lead the chase for Kobbie Mainoo if he leaves Man United as they hit contract stalemate with Academy poster boy 19 and face a budget squeeze. Kobbie Mainoo enjoyed a spectacular rise. The 19-year-old's a surprise call-up, blah, blah, blah. Chelsea leading the race to sign him in a sensational deal if the Manchester United midfielder leaves Old Trafford. United have reached a stalemate in contract talks with Mainoo's representatives, alerting Europe's top clubs to the fact that he could be sold this month or at the end of the season. Mail Sport understands that Chelsea are in pole position to sign the 19-year-old if he cannot agree new terms at United, although there is bound to be competition for the Premier League rivals. United will hope that a compromise can still be reached and they keep hold of the homegrown star. Mainoo signed a new contract last year, which ties him to the club to 2027, but he has been in talks over a new deal that will reflect his status in the first team. However, United are trying to drive down their wage bill as they look to offload big earners like Casemiro, 375 a week, Rashford, 315 a week, and Anthony, 200k a week. The budget squeeze has hampered negotiations with Mainoo, who knows he would be able to command better terms elsewhere. The player is also believed to be concerned over the direction of the club and his chances of playing Champions League football, with Ruben Amorim's side currently 13th place in the Premier League. This is the first time, because at the beginning when I first saw it, it was more to come. I haven't seen these bits.
There you go, Fleck.
He's saying, so do you know what? I'm going to be really, really honest with you guys. The reason why this show's not even Kobbie on the thumbnail, Kobbie in the title, we've gone with Dortmund entered this race.
I think we have to upload it. I think we have to change it.
Well, I'll be honest, I weren't going to give this airtime. Because I just thought it's it's just stupid paper. Like it's not that. Like, but then I'm reading that, and he's trying to provide an update to basically suggest that Kobbie's going, well, I need 200 bag a week. I need Champions League. What direction are we going in? But then he's got 3 years left on a contract, so I ain't really trying to.
Heard he's learning Spanish as
well.
know,
but that's because of the dressing room. Nah, I'm not trying to see this. I don't even want to lead with this, bro. What are you saying? Is this a story?
I think it is, mate. Like, I was trying to say I was pissed off with it because I thought, like, this is so stupid. Like, and then after, I thought it was just a tweet flex. You're now doing exclusive breaking articles.
Yeah, it's always been that. Yeah, it's not been a tweet.
Yeah, but then the only thing that gives me, like, peace and, like, makes me rest at this thing is the Mail, you know, was it what article? According Chris to, Wheeler. So it hasn't, Chris Wheeler, according to what, though? As in he's quoted another paper saying, it's them that
no, it's not according to thingy. He's saying this is his exclusive, bro.
Chris Wheeler, we know Chris though.
That's what I'm saying. He's got big red exclusive. Chelsea leading the race, the chase for Man United for Kobbie Mainoo.
That, bro. That's a bit.
Mail Sport understands that Chelsea are in pole position. He's him. It's his. It's not someone else, cool. Bro.
So let's go. Let's go again. He wants 200.
People saying Kobbie's agents. They're saying it's Kobbie's agents.
Yes, clever. It's very clever for them. He wants 200k a week in like on the new contract. Yeah. Is that fair?
200k. To reflect his importance to the team, and he's basically saying, I'm a starter, mate. What are you doing? Well, we're trying to get the wage bill down. I 200 M's. And he just signed one last. What's he on now? Surely Kobbie should be happy with a light. I know you laughed at me the last time because of the Ghanaian. What happened again?
Remember the Ghanaian?
Yeah, and now look
at them.
Later.
Yeah, now the parents don't want it to be on.
Mate, what's going on?
Do that thing that Owen checks when he can check how much.
Yeah, I'm on it now. I'm going to check now. Premier League. There you go. Club salaries. Manchester United. Here you go. I love this website. It's wicked. Right, Kobbie's on now. Right, he's on Kobbie Mainoo. Okay, he's on a light 20 bags. So
he's on 20.
He's on 20 until June 2027. So the first thing is he's entitled to renegotiate and say, I'm a first team regular. Like, we need to talk about this. So Jason's saying 80 to 100k max. Manish is saying as he should be. 100k is good, says boy. Give him 60 to 80 at least, says Yo-Yo. 80k is fair.
Blurry. Is it true? I'm blurry?
You are mad blurry. It is true. Yeah,
but I'll leave and come back. You're gonna have to let me leave and come back because it must be something weird happening.
All right, I'll have to zoom in and then do. All right, cool.
That's cool. It's your way to meet.
All right, mate. There you go, mate. Zoomed in too much, mate. There you go. We'll wait for KG to come back. I'm going to keep it 100 with you lot, yeah? I spoke with Owen about this, and I spoke about, like, when I saw this earlier, and I was just like, this is a non-story. Like, He has 3 years left on his current deal. Agents probably just want to get a better deal. Like he's not going to go to Chelsea. Like he's not. But the more you read this, there is like there's a story to this. Flex, would you take 100 mil for Kobbie? I don't want to sell Kobbie. I don't want to sell him. These are the types of players we need to keep at our team. And start to build around and start like obviously no player's indispensable and all. I get all of that. And he's still young, so he hasn't achieved greatness yet. But like, I'm not trying to see Kobbie be sold. Like, obviously everyone's got their price within reason. And would Kobbie flourish in a Real Madrid and a team that plays amazing football? Of course, because he's very, very good. But I'll be honest, guys, I'm not trying to sell Kobbie. I'm trying to basically bring him in, like build around him. I ain't trying to sell him. Someone said, would I accept 100 mil for Kobbie? And I'm like, yeah, everyone's got their price.
No,
sell Kobbie. I don't want to sell him. It's like he's our guy. Like, yeah.
19-year-old for 100 mil, 200 million, fam. Them kind of buyout clauses there, you know, them nasty ones, them Yao Felix buyout clauses. That's all I'm interested in.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying 80k is fair. I think in this market it's got to be at least 100.
100k England international. Yeah. But then at the same time, what was Mo Salah? If we're trying to sort out the wage bill, what was Mo Salah getting when he was Mo Salah like at the highest level?
Well, now he's got the big team. He's got the big team now.
Oh, before this, it's taken a long time to get that.
He wasn't getting anywhere near. We had players like we had players on way more than Mo Salah when he was like Mo Salah in.
Yeah,
our wage bill's been fucked. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think 100, and then if it raises again for renegotiations, now he's 19. Palmer's on 130k. Yeah, 100. Yeah,
you got to go if you're an integral part.
Yeah, integral part.
You know what I mean, Kobbie needs at least. Kobbie leads at United. It's big, but he needs 100k.
Luis Diaz is making 50k. Is that real?
Is he actually? Let me
go and check, Flex. There's no way Luis Diaz is making that.
50k is outlandish. He can't be. Surely not. Wow. That's ridiculous. He's on 55k. Mo Salah's on 350. Van Dijk's on 220. Trent's on 180. Robertson's on 160. McAllister's on 150. Even Chiesa's on 150. But Jesus. Alisson 150. Gravenberch 150. Jota 140. Darwin 140. Szoboszlai 120.
Okay, they're now, that's an outlier. The Diaz one is a bit of an outlier considering.
Yeah. Cody Gakpo 120. But like Jarrell Quenser and them like 30 grand.
Yeah, because they're
40k.
Yeah, they're local man.
Even look at Konate, 70 though.
He's making more than Kobbie. A lot of these guys are making more than Kobbie though.
No, but Konate is a first team proper man. He's only on 70.
Nuts,
look, we need to get that balance between bringing our wage bill down, which we've got 3 years to do this. This is not we're not going into this summer or next with this being a problem. Like,
you need to start these deals before it gets to the 18-month mark, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't want to end up in a Trent thing where he's come through the youth thing and then he's like, nah, man, Real Madrid are knocking or Chelsea want me. They'll give me 250. Do you know what I mean? So do you know what I do think in hindsight? We can't do the whole Kobbie will just be happy to be here thing because he's come through the thing and he owes us, so he just won't. We do have to, because we have to remember, if our ambition doesn't match the player over the coming years, this is different this is only his first full season, so you get away with it this year. But if you keep going back to back, like no Europe, bottom half of the table, not Naguan, signings are dead. The young player, like when he's like 21 and getting a taste for it and going, Rob, I've been World Cup this time. Tuchel took me World Cup. I'm playing like, Wagwan. Like, what are you not saying now? You have to come with something. It's not enough to just say, yeah, Pride of Manchester, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nah, it don't. So I will say I've managed to think a bit more, because before I was
luckily Barada's there though. That's his job. This is what he knows. This is what he's been involved in terms of these kind of contract talks. Barada will play a big part of dealing with the wage structure at Man United. You can almost see it with the moves that we're trying to make in this window, the players that we're getting rid of and the players that have been almost kind of pushed out of the club in some ways, because there's a lot of things happening. Even when we get into this Rashford conversation, while Rashford wants to go, we have pushed. You know what I mean? We have like nudged him towards the door, like heavily. Are you with me? So
Yeah.
this is where we are. This is why we're talking the way we're talking now, you know.
I think away from the, you're right. I think what we should take from this is less that Chelsea are front runners and all that. I think that's the hype around the thing. But the actual point is that there is a stalemate. It's basically there is a stalemate right now.
And they're
That's
clever.
interesting.
They're clever to do it, because look how people feel about INEOS. This is the best time to push this, to throw this out there. INEOS in public relation terms are having a humongous stinker. It's not even a normal type stinker. You got Paul Scholes coming out today. Well, I just saw his comments today.
Cussing
basically
INEOS.
Cussing. And he's cussing. And it's right. He's right too. But look at this. Like, you know, when you got the class cussing, you got like serious ex-pundits, people saying that the soul has left Man United, this, that, and the other. Then you finally hear stalemate with Kobbie. Kobbie open to options. Chris Wheeler exclusive. The timing is beautiful. That's, if I'm an agent, I've done my job today, because Man United fans should be up in arms. They don't want to lose one of their own, especially with Rashford about to go out on loan. You don't want, you like, what is the future of this club? Where is it going? Who's making the decisions? Do we have that level of structure that was all excited about? And everyone's put that into, that's now a conversation because of INEOS disgusting moves since the strategic review. They've been that bad since then. And now everything before, they wasn't getting the side air, the lack of trust. Now we're looking at everything they do saying, all right, well, show us something. And it's still going to be met with, like, we're looking at them now with a strategic review. Like, as fans saying, well, what are you lot going to do?
Yeah, it's true. They are asking, they're posing the question. WJ Barrett says, I'm angry, man. Mainoo can move, man. 200K, kiss my teeth. This is, I didn't think this would be this, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I've completely miscalculated this story. I honestly just retweeted and laughed and said, what is this, with laughing faces, just saying this is a load of rubbish. N248 says, get Owen on the show now, bro. You are, but yeah. It's in it less so now. Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm hardwired. I'm like,
have you turned off the Wi-Fi even though you're hardwired?
Wi-Fi, I've got the new thing.
No, but turned off the Wi-Fi on your computer.
Oh yeah. Long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on for you. You are blurry though. I can confirm this. And it's getting worse. K Flow says, I won't be surprised. The 200K is a big lie led by INEOS to make fans okay with his sale. Wow. We've seen this before with Herrera, David De Gea. It's INEOS/Glazer tactics. And Marlon Prince says, Kobbie on 20K. KG, are you telling me the truth? No, he is. Yeah, he's on 20K right now. He's on 20K, which we definitely don't think that's what it should be. K says, based on the Liverpool and AC Milan wages, no United player should make more than 150K with our current positions from the last few years. And that's where the problem is. Our wages are way inflated especially for how shit we are. So we've got a big problem. So we do need to address that when we're giving out the new contracts. But when I was looking at what INEOS have been in control of, Casemiro is 350. That wasn't INEOS. 300 is Bruno. That was INEOS, but he's the captain and this, that, and the other. You could argue he shouldn't be on that. Rashford got the new deal under INEOS, I want to say. When did he sign that?
No, he wasn't.
Rashford got that July 2023. INEOS got ratified in.
It wasn't.
December 2020. Yeah, so that was before. Yeah, so that wasn't INEOS. Mason Mount's on 250 grand a week. That wasn't INEOS. Anthony's on 200K a week. That wasn't INEOS. INEOS did Ugarte. Look, Ugate's on a nice 120K a week.
That's smart.
Oh, Nana, 120K a week. Reasonable. Oh, no, that was Eric, though. Mazraoui, 135K a week. Reasonable. We only bought him for 12 million as well. Lenny Yoro, bought him for 50 million on 115. Reasonable. Xerxes, 105. Reasonable. So I think some of the signings they've done, apart from the Delict one, which is he's on 200 bags though.
Yeah.
Which is probably a little bit too high. But apart from that, you can tell they're trying to bring it down. If you think about it, yeah. And Kobbie's down there. Look at Dangore's got a little light 5 bag a week, bro. Light 5 bags, bro.
Usually far.
You know what I mean? That's 20 grand a month, bro.
I know I haven't seen him.
Though.
Haven't seen
and
him.
It's just no. Imagine being on 20 bags a month. You know how mad that is.
This is, bro. I've got the AMC latency. Yeah, it says my internet connection is very fast. 35.4 download, 16.4 up. What's going on, bro?
Saying you're on the Nokia brick camera, bro.
Why doesn't make sense? I've just even done I've done a speed test to check.
I hate when this happens. I can't explain it. I don't know. Maybe try a different browser to get onto. Maybe try. Are you on Google Chrome or something? Maybe try something else to get onto the link for this. Chrome. Maybe try Safari or something. I don't know. But it usually says use Chrome. It doesn't. I don't know. Maybe just go on your Wi-Fi. Try that. Just plug out the thing and try the Wi-Fi.
All right, cool. All right, let me get out and then what? Get out and come in. Like, what should I do?
Just refresh. Just do what you need to do. Whatever you.
All right, cool. There we go with the refresh. There you go.
Okay. This guy. Honestly, KG's just. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's refreshed already. There he is.
Better?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what you've done different, but
I went to the Wi-Fi.
You went to your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi is way better then. All right, there you go. I don't know how that works, but it has. So we'll take it. But yeah, basically back to what we were saying, yeah, bro. They have to. Delict is on the cusp, basically 195. They shouldn't really be signing people who are on more than that. Harry Maguire's on 190, but his thing's nearly finished in the summer. Well, they just triggered the extension, but Sancho 150 because we're paying half of that or whatever it is. Eriksen 150, he'll be gone. Luke Shaw 150.
Eriksen's on 150.
Yep, light 150, bro. Mental. Lindelof 120, he'll be gone. You know what I mean? Johnny Evans is on light 65. Terrell Malacia 75. Even Dallow's on 85, you know. I thought Dallow would have been on over 100. Main guy. Plays all the games. You know
Dallow's a chief, man. But anyway, it's fine.
Allow him, man. Stop
do you know what's so crazy? Do you know when I knew that I had a problem? Like I have a serious issue. I went on Coppish, yeah. They said Dallow was our man of the match. He's the best player.
Matisse said it as well. Everyone's been, and then I saw a stat on Match of the Day. He got the most duels. He won the ball back the most times. Bro.
Yeah, moving mad. Bro. No, literally, I went to see Out of the Voice of the Enemies, bro, and they were like, Dallow was wicked.
It's because he cooked up Trent in that second half so bad, kept going past him. It was like, ooh, like, so you're the gender, bro. That
maybe,
I mean?
But then they even said that the cross that Dallow did for Ahmad should have slowed down.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad a ball as we thought, but it still wasn't the correct way. In my opinion, Dallow was clearly man of the match. What are you smoking, KG?
Sorry, man. I thought my man of the match, can't remember, it was Bruno, then it was Ugarte that was close.
Yeah.
Ugarte was definitely like, have you seen the news about the Ugarte and stuff and saying how he's, you know, trains hard, him and Leach have built a friendship? That's not hard to imagine.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Literally, that's an intense friendship.
Yeah. And and you can see it in his performances. He looks physically fit. What we're seeing from what we saw from him, from when you read his stats coming to us, of like he's a high volume tackler in Liga, high volume tackler in the Portuguese league, one of the most tackled. Like you can see why you're seeing that. K Flow says, I won't be surprised. Oh no, I've read that one already. Marla, have I read all of these? Oh no, Item Panda says, until last season, Mount was earning more than Bruno. Let that sink in. Crap structure. Yeah, 100%. Which is why our players are going. Yeah, that's why our players are going. Knock knock. Excuse me. This guy who's always in the hi there.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. At the time, Mr. Murto. I've seen that guy, Mason Mount. He's basically in the gym and like on the exercise table loads of times. I saw that he's on 250 and I'm up for renewal. So 300, please. Like it's that simple. Like it's that the agents are going, it's like that's just what it is. You can't legislate for that. You can't. And
Yeah.
really, these guys are right to do it. But it's now we have to balance that. You're going blurry again, like really bad.
I can't do. I don't know what to do. That's just so stupid. It's been the internet's been beautiful. Everything's been working. There's been no issues. I'm on EE now. Like that's the better one, isn't it? That's the new one that they're taking over. I've got the new wicked. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm not gonna. It just pissed me off. I pay more for this as well.
Yeah.
No. Streaming for the medieval times, they're saying.
And they're saying yesterday your picture was crisp, but see, you was at the studio.
I was in the studio, but then I streamed this morning.
You might have to bring them up.
I done a show this morning.
KG.
I done a show this morning. I just hate the. Oh, anyway.
Panda says, I agree with Flex about this being a non-story, but a 19-year-old with 2 domestic cups asking for 200k is unthinkable. And WJ Barrett says, we are gassing Mainoo too much. He has struggled this season. Ahmad out of position and balling. Put 80k max. 200k is a piss take. He needs to humble. WJ Barrett's not messing about, bro. He's angry.
Yeah, he's really not happy about it.
Wow, yeah, he's not. Red Baron says,
problem is someone that wants change.
Huh?
That's someone that wants change. He's sick of how things are at the club.
There's too much players on high money. Red Baron says, problem is with agendas is that you reinforce your confirmation bias and ignore all the good traits or plays they do. Because basically you just see the bad, which you did admit you've got a Dallo agenda.
I've said with Dallo, that's the player.
You're gonna have to drop the agenda though, bro. You can't.
I will. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best.
Like you can say he's played rubbish this season, and like we know that it's true, but like you can't just say I have a Dallo agenda, so anything he does.
No, but that's why I'm trying. Like you have to be aware of the problem in it. That's the first part is like acceptance of the problem.
Yeah, I hear that. Where are we at for likes? Actually, we had a bit of a slow start with a few things going wrong. So we're just
have you done that thing for Riri? Have you done that thing that she said?
I'm gonna send it to her straight after this because then I saw that and I was like, I need to make sure I do it. So I'm waiting on. I'm actually waiting, to be fair, on someone to message me back actually before I get back to Riri. But yes, to move on from Kobbie though, to finish off, it's more of a story than I thought. I'm still not worried. I'm not worried that he's not, but I think as fans we've had to humble ourselves from the point of it's not okay to just like keep being 10th, 13th and think that people like Kobbie and that will just stay here. Like it's not okay. But we do have to push back a bit though. As much as we love Kobbie, we can't, if we're gonna change this thing, we have to bring it down. Do you know what I mean? So I think 200k is a bit excessive. I think 100k is sufficient. If I'm honest, between 100 and 150.
No, but you gotta get it industry standard, bro. Because if I hear that Cole Palmer's getting paid what he's getting paid, I want that.
And he's balling out though.
I play as well.
I play, but Cole Palmer's balling out. And
I'm important to the team. You're gonna play Ericsson and Casemiro. It's me.
No, they're gone. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying it's me and Agate. It's me and Agate, brother. Industry standard. Give me 130, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at 130.
120, 130.
Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's on 130. Caicedo's on 150. Pedro Neto's on 160.
Industry standard, bro.
Enzo Fernandez is on 180. World Cup
industry standard.
Nkunku, always injured, 200 bag. Fofana, always injured, 200 bag. Ben Chilwell still sitting there on 200 and Reece James on 250. Mudryk on 100k. Cole Will 100. Nicholas Jackson 100. João Felix 130.
Wait, what's Lenny on? Lenny's on 120.
No, sorry, Lenny's on. No,
Lenny's on 120.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Was he on 115 or something like that?
What are we talking about?
Let me go back to Lenny Yoro.
What's he done?
Lenny's on 115.
115?
Yeah.
And doesn't play? Bro,
he's only just come in. Yeah.
Run me my dough.
So minimum 120s, isn't it?
Run me my dough, bro. What? 15 minutes at Anfield. 15 minutes at
but Real Madrid wanted him, mate.
15 minutes. Run me my dough, guys.
It is true though, because we're basically saying we bought Euro for 50 million and Real Madrid wanted him and all that, but we're all right with that. 115 is about right. But we're saying that Kobbie can't ask for 100 to 150 when he's a starter in every game.
But that tackle is 150. Come on, guys. You don't understand. If Euro's on, you will do that. You look at the industry standard and look at what's going on in the club, and you say, "Run me my dough."
But then KG, here's one for you though. There's industry standard at other clubs, but then there's the industry standard within ours.
The industry
because
standard
like
here
Van Dijk's on 180k. He's a Premier
too.
League great. He's one of the best players to ever play, and he's on 180.
Guess what? The industry standard. Just imagine. I was actually being good to you guys. If I'm the person, yeah. If I'm looking at this situation, I'm going, okay, I was going to use the industry standard outside the club because it makes more sense. Yeah, because this club operates stupid. Anthony is on what?
Yeah, but you can't use that. They're not meant to be on that.
That's the current club industry. That's the current club industry standard and structure.
Yeah, but you can't. The problem that you got though, bro, you can't think like that because if you're okay, don't put yourself in Kobbie's shoes right now. Put yourself in the people who make the decisions on what the contracts are, and your job is to bring that down. How do you bring it down?
I will look because you look at what they've done in their term. So I'll say, you lot brought in Lenny Euro. That's your business. You said it's okay for the 19-year-old. How old is he? 19 or he's younger?
Yeah. 19.
It's okay for him as a bit part player to be on 115. What do you think you should give to me? Who plays every week? Who's a big part of I'm a crucial.
No, INEOS. I'm saying play INEOS' role.
Yeah, no, I'm saying INEOS' role. I'm talking about it from INEOS perspective. Someone knocks on the door, says, "Hi, I'm not gonna go by the things that have been done in the past, but I'm just looking at what's going on with Euro. I think I should be on that kind of money." What are you gonna say to me? Get out. Why would you tell me to get out for? You pay him that. Why can't I get that? Am I not? I'm the undroppable. You just put out something in the paper saying I'm part of the players that will not be touched. Then it has to show that. I don't think I'm chatting shit as well. That's what's mad. I feel like I'm saying something.
No. From the player perspective, yeah. This is how we got to break this down into two sides here. The player perspective is what has got us into this mess in the first place because we've given out too high contracts to too many shit players, so that the ones who are actually performing, the ones who are actually good, look upwards and go, "What the fuck? How can Anthony be on that? Are you mad? Where's my piece?" Yeah.
Well, then that's why we're not using Anthony. We're using
even Euro. But then you can look at that as a mistake too. Then because Euro shouldn't be on that. Then if we're trying to bring it down and be more, if you look at the whole context of the industry, Liverpool are the best team in Europe, and Konate is one of the best centre backs in the world. He's on 70 grand a week.
And you know what? I think that Liverpool being one of the best teams in terms of off the pitch needs to be under strategic review because having three players, their three best players, walking out the door, I don't think they've operated correctly. They haven't,
but we're talking about wages. You can talk about them not offering them new contracts. We're talking about wages.
Even Arsenal. Wage-wise, they lost money because I'm saying for a team like Liverpool, it is if we was ever in, let's say the Glazers were in control of those three players walking away from that's a madness. That's actually that's not normal. They can't be. No one can get.
That's a different problem, bro. We don't care about that. What we're talking about is the money they're currently on. And how long they've been on certain money.
No, I'm saying we're using them as an example, right? But I'm saying, well, are they the best in class example right now, considering how we
are? Yeah, they are. They are for the amount they pay the players. We're not talking about like letting the contract run down. It's not like I'm not saying look at Liverpool. They let Salah's thing run down to now. Don't do that with Kobbie. Sort it before the 18.
I'm saying this is not the
money, bro. The money.
I get the money they pay.
They are a good example.
And this is not the first time. I remember because it always gets to the end, or they almost get to the like. I remember this happened with Mane and Salah, and they said Salah will give you this. Mane was like, "Bro, what's going on? Do you not rate me?" And he dipped. I think so losing like quality talent, and now they're about to say goodbye. They got 3 players that are about to leave on a free. We can't use them. Yes, that structure, wage structure is very impressive. But I don't know if we can say they're the team to pin our hats on and say we have to operate like that. I think maybe more Man City, because Man City I think they probably I've never seen them.
Liverpool's a really good example, bro. They're at the top of the Premier League. They've operated very astutely with big players. And they've managed to keep them on their books for many consecutive years, competing at the highest level. I think Liverpool, Yes, you have to take out what's going on with the big three, as they're calling it
is
at the
mad
moment,
one.
because we're not trying to. That's a separate issue. Like, we're not saying let them get into the last 18 months and don't offer them, because then you'll end up like that. What we're only talking about the money for big players. So when you've got someone like Luis Diaz on 50 grand a week, yes, that is a good example. When you've got someone as good as Ibrahim Konate on 70 grand a week, that is a good example. When you've got somebody like let me quote, when you've got somebody like bloody when you've got somebody like you know, Cody Gakpo on 120, when you've got bloody you know, Szoboszlai on 120, these are like, that's about the ballpark. That's their starters and they're top of the league. Do you know what I mean? They're big earners.
Have we
Salah,
done
who's
this thing
a
at this?
generational player.
So Man United, the reason how we got here, because we always have to go back to how do we get here when we talk about wages and stuff. We have not been able to compete in the market. The only way we can get players is literally by offering the bag. That's what we've had to do.
Of course, this is where it leads us. That's why we can't do it anymore. You're exactly right. The only way we've managed to compete and get players is because they know, come Man United, different tax, different piece. Anthony come here and is on 200 bag a week, bro. So that tells you everything you need to know. Mason Mount is on £250,000 a week, bro. Do you know, for context, at Arsenal, Mason Mount is on more than what Declan Rice is on by 10k. But do you see what I'm saying? You can't. Rashford is on more than Van Dijk. Rashford is on more than Trent. Rashford is on the same or just below. Mo Salah. So we can't. You know, Alisson is on less than Rashford. Do you know what I mean? So we can't. We do need to look at that. And when you look at Arsenal's thing, their thing is slightly different because they actually pay quite a lot. You got Kai Havertz on nearly 300 bag a week. That's why their fans keep getting angry. Jesus is on 265. You know what I mean? Odegaard 240, Thomas Partey 200, Saka 190, Saliba 190, Martinelli 180, Raheem Sterling 160, Zinchenko 150, Ben White 150. And then it gets into some normal figures there. Look, Timber's only on 90 though. Do you see what I'm saying? David Ray 100, Gabriel Magalhaes 100. So it's, look, we have to take that away from our players. So if Kobbie is knocking the door saying, give me my 200 because Anthony's on that, give me my 250 because Mason Mount's on that and he's always injured, we have to say no, bro. Because unfortunately for us, I'm not saying no, fuck off. Like, I'm not giving, like, negotiate, but we have to explain that that's wrong. We're not doing that anymore. This is the problem. So, you know, look at the other players. So I think we got to find a happy medium.
I would like to see what we do in this window and the players that, because we're going to bring someone in it. And if they like, let's say with the replacement of Rashford, let's say it is an Osimhen and they give Osimhen the bag, those conversations get awkward.
But goal scorers can command that though. They can.
What I'm saying is those, I hear it. I hear you.
Osimhen's on 190. He's on 200.
Yeah, I'm saying if they come in and he gets the bag, any conversation of how you move forward, because we'll just judge you on your signings and the business you're doing. If you're telling me you're trying to sort out the wage structure, but you're already blowing it with the kind of players you're bringing in and giving them over the odds, it makes things difficult in an agent conversation because they'll say, why not me? And that's a standard conversation. Like, I don't think my agent would do that. She'll say, what's going on? How everyone's in this movie, what are they doing? And then I'll give her and say, nah, that's not the industry standard. KG's not coming for.
Football doesn't wear, and that's the thing that football.
That's your agent. Your job support. That's your agent supposed to do that.
But it works like that within your club, but less so with other clubs and other things. Because also it depends on your output. Depends what you've won. Depends where the club is. It depends on the revenue. It depends on a lot of stuff. N248 says it's a negotiation. Start high, 200k, and come down. K Flow says, so we can admit INEOS still use money to entice players to this club. Euro/Xerxes. That was not what the narrative was in the summer. If it doesn't work, fans go back to let's get wages down. What have these lot achieved? Exactly, haven't achieved a lot. And K Flow also says, I can't trust the bloody Scouse to replace all three with better players, and they won't be mainstream players, but well scouted players. We need to do better. And sorry, I can trust the bloody Scouser to replace all three of better players. Itam says, stop comparing wages across different clubs. A junior engineer at Apple earns more than a senior engineer at Tesco. It's about the club, not the player. And Red Baron says Man City do allege under the table payments, so you probably don't want to use them as a as a thing. That's true. Taking bunks, bro. 115 charges. Let's talk about this Rashford thing quickly. He's apparently Dortmund are in for him as well. Obviously, the AC Milan stuff. I was on the radio today, and it's interesting talking to some other like neutrals and that. They're just like, he'll still be your player in February. They just can't see how anyone pays for him, even short term. And I'm like, nah, I think someone, they will find a way to get him to move, because it would be too surplus. I don't think it will go back to Amorim going, well, he's here, it didn't work, so like, I'll integrate. I can't. Football's a funny game. You know, sometimes things happen, but I can't see it.
Flex, it's beyond done.
But he's definitely going to get the move, though.
Oh yeah. I think he could be. I imagine him being gone latest next week. Like we can't do, because how many teams are going to leave him out of? We're running out of excuses. How is he still ill? Has he got COVID? What are we going to say this week? He's not like. This is what I'm saying. Like we're running out of excuses. The only thing is, I don't like I think we should hear something before we even put another team out. Really, like it's done. Now it's a complicated deal to do, but what puts us in a good position is there's a lot of clubs involved, which means the percentages, because we're probably gonna have to pay the bulk of it, the wages. But now if you have, like, I don't know, Dortmund saying, we'll pay 30%, AC Milan saying, we'll actually pay 40%, you know, someone else coming in saying, hey, we'll pay this much. That just gives us some options. Then after it's the conversation of, is it a loan with obligation, or do you want to just do straight loan? Because a loan can't hurt us at the same time. I know people want the obligation situation, but him going out there and balling out of control, and raising the fee will be brilliant for us. If he can go and do like a light Sancho and take his team to
the Sancho situation,
to a Champions League final, take his team far deep into a competition, that's impressive. You know, go score some goals and show you're still this man. Then we can command a good fee for him, because right now the fee's on the floor. So it could make sense. It could make sense. Getting that loan move, it has to happen. Ruben's not feeling him. Ruben shown like when was the last game he started for Man United? Was it a Europa League game? And we haven't seen him.
Was it Bodo Glimt? Or was it Everton? 4-0. Could be that. One of those.
That's crazy. He hasn't played since then.
It's done. Yeah.
That is the maddest. You don't leave a player out for that. We've seen Eriksen, and he don't want to play Eriksen. Our manager has no interest in Eriksen. We've seen him before seeing Rashford. That's mental.
And that's the truth of the matter. Is it's like he is done. However, if he doesn't secure a move,
he will.
I know. I'm just saying, if he doesn't, he will have to be reintegrated. He will have to.
100%.
You can't have him. You can't have him sitting there from January to August twiddling his thumbs and then try to go in August. Anyone want to buy this guy? You can't do that.
But that's why the club. You've never seen anything like this. Look how this week has been. In terms, the window opened and it's been rashy. That's all we heard. And that's because the clubs are trying to get something going. Saudi first was the first ones in the chat, like, hey, we'll give you the bag. Rashi said, nah, I've still got international dreams and hopes, so I'm not going to do that. And then after you start to look at the Premier League options, and there's no Premier League club that Man United could really take him to. Could he play for Spurs? Maybe. But then in what position? Because Solanke does his number 9 thing, is he's not getting Son out of the team. So he wants to play. So let's take them out. Now, another team you could talk about, potentially Arsenal. But can Arsenal, have they met the loan? Are they over the loan requirements and stuff?
I think they've got 2. Yeah, I think that because they've got 2. I think from Premier League.
Yeah, so I don't think they can do the loan thing. So Arsenal are over it's not feasible for Arsenal, where it would have made a lot of sense. Him getting to Arsenal, they have some space on the left-hand side, but now Martinelli's found some form, which was unexpected, but obviously Ranieri injury. Who knows? But I don't think the Arsenal thing is something that's going to get going. Chelsea, absolutely no space.
No.
So what
I don't think he's going anywhere in the Prem. Yeah, he's not going anywhere in the Prem.
So all we have left in the Spanish league, Barcelona don't have the funds. They're still trying to buy their own players that they already belong to them. And then they're just Real Madrid. He's definitely not getting to Real Madrid anyway. But then they're just ain't got no space. Atletico. Straight away, you realize nothing's happened in La Liga, which now takes you to Serie A. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the. Okay, man.
Well, Jamie Jackson as well. This is just kind of away from Rashford, but last 20 minutes, he said Man United will listen to serious offers for any of Ruben Amorim's squad, including Kobbie, including Garnacho, including Rasmus, who were previously deemed untouchable. Man United are not actively seeking to offload the trio, but there is recognition from Sir Jim Ratcliffe that the club have been poor sellers with finance limited because of PSR. Sales have to become a key part of healthy squad management. This means a credible bid for Mainoo, Garnacho, Højlund will be countenanced along with offers any other for other players, including last summer's recruits Lenny Yoro, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Ugarte, and Xerxes.
Lenny Yoro as well.
He's saying that basically United don't deem anybody as unsellable, is what Jamie Jackson has said about 20 minutes ago.
Wait.
This is what I just read, bro.
So this is what
Man United are not actively seeking to offload the trio, but there is a recognition from Sir Jim Ratcliffe that the club have been poor sellers with finance limited because of PSR rules. Sales have to become a key part of a healthy squad management. This means a credible bid for Mainoo, Garnacho, Højlund will be basically looked at, along with offers for any other player, including last summer's recruits.
Yeah. If I had to done Robbie, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, this will be the time to play that. But then, you know what? You see INEOS, yeah, they need to go. Let me not swear. Yeah, but INEOS.
Bro, they always said you protect INEOS.
No, I'm not protecting.
They always said when it was
no,
ruthless.
When it was ruthless I got family in the house.
You have to swear, but when it was ruthless for
I do want to say,
and it was optimism vibes,
I do want to drop up,
and it was fraud watch settings.
I do want to drop a couple F-bombs right now. Yeah, these pricks, yeah,
criminals
come in, yeah, and everything they've done to this club so far has been a disgrace. Literally, like, it's hard to find this is what you've done well. Like, you're looking at the situation, bro. Imagine, and I know you can't go back to oil me up, yeah, Sheikh Jassim vibes, yeah, but he weren't saying this. They said bring the Manchester back to Manchester. You've taken Manchester away from the United, the local fans to go because they can't afford a ticket, £66. You're talking about getting rid of the youth. We're talking about getting rid of the core of the. You got rid of everything, bro. These guys, like, it doesn't make their manifesto compared to what they're doing is mental. And you know what the killer is? They didn't even have a real manifesto. All they said is bringing Manchester back to Manchester. That other class, what was it, 9-2 Foundation, they said, we're going to do this. Day one, clear the debt. What have we got? Like, what we end up with, bro? I feel like we end up with the booby prize, bro. I felt like, what you could have won. You know, one of the situations, like, when they do deal or no deal, and they carry on playing the game after you taken 2p or something stupid. We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked. We've been hoodwinked, bro.
Sounds like you're onto INEOS, bro. Bro,
we've been hoodwinked.
Bro,
you want to sell the kids? You want to sell the kids? I don't think you should be allowed to say that. I don't think any reputable person, yeah, you're talking about how is this possible?
Bro, we have to be honest with ourselves, yeah. You're so
they're
right.
saying KG's attached to the play. Is it now me saying that? Is this Player FC?
No, stop getting triggered. Stop getting triggered.
Why is it Player FC? No, because I've seen it today a couple of times. No, he's not the first time. Is this Player C? Because I said that Kobbie should try and get industry standard, but that's Player C for asking for Kobbie to get what he's.
No,
worth.
some people just no. It's just some people disagree with what you say. Some people say no, he shouldn't. We're trying to bring the wage thing down. Calm yourself down. You're not getting 200k. You've been. This is your first full season. Obviously,
I'm not saying 200k. By the way, I'm saying a light 130, a light industry standard 130, bro.
They're saying no. They're saying like 80 plus, 80 max.
It's so annoying. KG, why do you hate United? He does it all the time.
Yeah. He always there. I always see him in there. Always trolling. I think. Look, I don't want to see Mainoo sold. I think the consensus around Garnacho has probably changed a little bit now we play this system and he doesn't look as comfortable. People aren't. It's very funny and quick how things change, because that trio sitting on the wall when it was Rasmus. That picture of Rasmus, Kobbie, and Garnacho.
That's the future.
Yeah. All of a sudden it changed. Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden it changes. You go, well, we just spent 64 million on Rasmus or whatever it is, 70 or whatever million. If someone come in and offers something significant, you'd probably take it. If someone come and offered 65 million for they wouldn't, because he's not worth that. But if someone offered 50 million for Rasmus tomorrow, would you take it?
How much?
50 million. You heard me the first time.
50 million for Rasmus. Now I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it?
No,
I would. I'd run all the way to the bank for 50 million for Rasmus. I would take that.
No, because you can't do that. That's a poor investment.
Of course I can.
That's a poor
What do you mean?
investment.
We have to take losses anyway. We're never going to sell him for more than 75, are we?
No, but that's what I'm saying. He's 20 years old.
You wouldn't take 50 million for him right now.
No,
he's not. He's 22, bro.
I wouldn't do it.
21 going on 22.
21, 21 years old. I wouldn't do it.
50 million.
I wouldn't do it. No.
All right. Garnacho.
21 years old.
If Atletico Madrid offered 55 million for Garnacho, would you take it now?
How's Garnacho?
20, 21.
Check it.
He's not much older than that.
I think I would entertain 60 million for Garnacho because I know he doesn't fit as 20 years old. He's not the goal scorers are different, right? Like those strike. I'll take 60 million. I'll entertain a 60 million bid. I would entertain it. But then when you break it down, when you think of some of these play like look what Gyökeres turned into, and they picked him up for. He became that deadly guy.
He's never cost what Rasmus has cost in his whole life.
No, but I'm saying that now he's going
to Sporting.
No, but now he's going to, and he went for what? He's gonna be Sporting are gonna get north of what? Plus 60 to 70 million for that player.
Easy.
Yeah. And he went there for what? 5-6 million?
25 million.
Yeah.
No, they paid 25 million for him.
No, but where's he? Is that Coventry? Where's he? Is that Coventry? It was 25
yeah, he's at Brighton, then Coventry. He's not had big transfer fees. This is the point. When you slap 74 million on Rasmus and he's nowhere near that, you're always going to take a loss.
But you're doing it. You bought that kind of player because you believed he was going to meet this potential. You have to now see what this.
Yeah, but
you can't do the. But I don't know if you can do that. That's like you've invested. Are you gonna like that? That wouldn't make sense. It just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. I don't, and I know it's a risk, but you have to see what this kid goes on the like. We've just like right now, yeah. Even with the training sessions, I thought we saw a little bit of a better Garnacho, but we're gonna see a better way of how we attack with Ruben telling the players how to play this game. So then, shouldn't we allow to see how Ruben will develop the players, develop the youth, develop this team? We've already seen some of the things where he says, you know what, this is how we pass. This is how we get involved in the game. This is how we kind of go toe-to-toe. And that's off 1 week of training. So I would like to say, hey, Ruben, you got this player, very raw. It's not the finished article at all. But I think you can mold him into something. And let's see what he becomes. Look what we did with the Ahmad that we saw to the Ahmad that we're getting now. It's taken Ahmad years to become this. If we're being honest.
But the difference with that is, though, he wasn't playing week in, week out. Rasmus
But was
Højlund's been
he?
playing
But then
week in,
he's
week
no.
out.
But he developed
Well,
on his.
I just didn't get a chance.
Ahmad developed at Sunderland and Rangers. We can't just say that he wouldn't have got that good just sitting on the like. He's developed. He's gone and progressed under good management, good coaching is what I'm saying. Sometimes these players are gonna need like that time. We're seeing what's happened to Alanga now. Everyone's like, oh, look at Alanga, this, that, and the other. I'm just talking about giving a coach a chance to develop a raw talent. I think there's something there to try and work on. If there's not, then you say, hey,
like you can't just write everything off. I get you.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But it's interesting. But then basically, when people in the chat, when people would just drop in 60 million for Garnacho, I'll take 50 million for Rasmus, I'll take this, that, and the other. It's very funny that basically, when the form is really, really bad, if you asked when Garnacho like just came off the bench and scored that goal in the Community Shield this year, left foot goal, wicked goal. You know, last year when he scored the overhead kick and all that. If you asked then, would you take 50 million for Garnacho or whatever? People go, absolutely not. He's the future, this, that, and the other. And you fast forward to the shit, and this is where we have to keep our heads as fans. It does, the perception of how valuable or how good the player does swing on this pendulum called momentum. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that. But then what everyone's saying in the chat, though, is that everyone's got their price. And that's what INEOS is saying, is that we don't have anyone who's indispensable because we're a poor team and we're 13th. However, that has to be counteracted with, okay, but we just got a new manager. Like you said, allow him to work with these youngsters who can grow, who can develop. And if you made a big investment, you have to give it time. But also, we're saying the Omar Barada thing. That's the point. We're saying the Omar Barada thing of 2 years. If we don't see nothing, bye-bye. Which one do we want? Which one do we want? You know what I'm saying? We're all lauding Omar Barada, saying this guy gets it done. If the signings ain't working, then they're gone. So then,
this is why
for 2 years and we don't see nothing.
I get it. There's certain players because some people say, "Well, KG, that's totally hypocritical of you because you're not saying let Xerxes have that time to develop."
And he should stay.
I hear that side of the argument. While I disagree, I hear that side of the argument. The manager's going to do whatever the manager wants to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, if the manager says we're holding on to Xerxes, we're holding on to Xerxes. Do I believe he's going to turn into the thing? No. It's like how some people have made up their minds on the Garnachos, on the other players that have been at this club. Some people have made up their minds on all sorts of players that are in this team, Mason Mounts, whoever. That's their prerogative. Yeah, are you with me? But I think I just feel like with certain players, with someone like Erasmus, I would want to wait and see, give this manager some time. If he can't get a tune out of him, even by next season, then by all means, put him on the market and try to get 50 million for him. Most teams sell better though. That's the problem. Our thing is we buy a player for 72 million and we can't sell them to
but this is what but in this report, what Jamie Jackson's saying is this is apparently how Jim Ratcliffe views this situation. Man United don't sell players well or don't know when to cash in on players. So if somebody came in for 50 million and PSR is a real attractive prospect, we just saw Newcastle have to sell Elliot Anderson to Nottingham Forest, and now he's ripping up and he's third in the Premier League. Whilst they gave Nottingham Forest sold a keeper Vlachodimos for 19 million. Like the other way, who's just sitting on the bench. Like this PSR thing is a fuckery thing, and teams are dashing out that, you know, look what Chelsea did with Mason Mount. Look what they did with Tammy Abraham. Look what they did with Trevor Chalobah. Do you know what I mean? That the players for the PSR are really being targeted. And it's really difficult to look at that and say, because Jim Ratcliffe's basically saying we don't sell well. So if somebody came in we got him out of Atletico Madrid for probably a few $100K. If someone comes in and represents Pure Profit and puts 60 million down for Garnacho and he goes off to be good in Spain, great, but we can rebuild our squad now and put that in. That's what 60 million can go and get you Kvaratskhelia.
60 million.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 60 million is impressive. 60 million.
Or even 50. It's a lot of money for someone you're going, I think he might make it. He might.
60
do you know
million
what I mean? Though. But do you know what I mean, though? 50 million can go and get you a dead cert play, like someone like Kvaratskhelia from Napoli. If I said to you, we could sell Garnacho for 50 million, yeah? And with that 50 million, you can go to Napoli, you go get Kvaratskhelia.
I'll do it straight away.
That's what I'm saying. So it depends on the vision of the team and what you're willing to do with that money and how you're going to repay. We wouldn't be going, no, he's come through the academy. Not academy, but come here since he was young, this, that, and the other.
He's been here for time, man. He's been here since he's a kid. So
I'm saying, but yeah, so he would be PSR, but we wouldn't be saying that. You know, Rasmus, we wouldn't be like.
I'd like to. Kravis isn't worth 50 million. They're saying. What is it saying? He's worth more.
He's probably worth more.
I
But
just want to.
you get the gist. You get the gist of what we're saying. You get the gist of what we're saying. Ajibola says, question for you, Flex. Does Xerxes lace Osman's boots? No, he doesn't. But I do agree Xerxes needs more time. It's given to the end of the season. WJ Barrett says Rashford won't ball out. We needed obligation. he's
balling out. He'll ball out. WJ, he's gonna ball out. He'll
run around. He'll try. Yeah. Reeve says community taking the piss. Hit the like button. Yeah, please do that before we end the show. And Con says Rashford isn't as big a legend as Johnny Evans. Well, Johnny Evans got Premier League title, mate. Postman says INEOS chairs at Tottenham in the manifesto. And K Flow says that was the whole point of my previous super chat. Fans will be fuming if you sold the youth. If you say Mainoo wants 200k, fans will say then sell him. Absolute bullshit. And Lil Yo-Yo says, you want real KG equals player FC, bring Tammy Abraham. You want Tammy as well?
Don't need my family next club. Never want it. Stay away.
K Flow says, man, just won the cup yesterday, bro. You know what I mean?
Don't care.
K Flow says, Sebastian Heller was dead here, and Rose at Ajax. Gyökeres was dead at Brighton. McTominay, okay, I've gone too far with that one. So look, there's players who can rise at other clubs and really come to the forefront. So, guys, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Very, very interesting to see that basically everyone's got their price. We have heard that before. Maybe it was shit. We were like, good, sell them. Or you know what I mean? It's like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. We really, really are. So yeah. Anyway, guys, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure you subscribe to KG's channel. Link is in the description below as well. We'll be back with another banger tomorrow morning, full view as well. And yeah, a lot going on. Let's see if these transfers start transferring because we need it. We really do. Take care, guys. We're out of here. Peace.